On the Waterfront, Marlon Brando, I guess it's Kazan's approach to what he did with actors on film, which really changed, because I remember On the Waterfront, it was the first time I saw people that I kind of knew on screen, and they acted, they were like behaving just like people that I grew up with and that I was still around. And it was really a major change, and I became more interested in how these things were made, because on the Waterfront, even though I come from a Sicilian or Italian-American background, and On the Waterfront it's Irish-American, but they still spoke the same way, and they had the same things with the unions and all that sort of stuff. And I wondered, I mean, this is almost like as close as possible to a home movie.
The one that made the biggest impact was these films that I saw made by a very strange-sounding name to me, Elia Kazan, and they seemed to really reflect the world I knew, or people I knew. You know, we see Marlon Brando On the Waterfront. On the Waterfront was as if they'd put a camera down where I was living. Kazan was a name I saw associated with something that just leapt off the screen and just took possession of me, so to speak.
I guess it's a hard one to talk about because I can't really talk about my friends. It's like De Palma and Coppola and Spielberg and
that whole generation.
That whole generation. I mean, there's all aspects. I mean, like Coppola's a great grand painter, and
well, you know, but do you two see the mafia differently?
Oh yes, well, totally. You know.
Well, how?
All I know is like on the street corner.
Yeah.
Street corner stuff, nickels and dimes kind of thing, which I really...
And he sees the...
his is more... Well, granted, for what we were talking about, The Godfather, we're talking about Mario Puzo's original novel, and then the incredible Godfather 2, which is one of the greatest films ever made. And so Godfather 1 also, but number 2 just fills out it just like grand opera, you know. And that is like grand opera. It's something else. It's something else entirely. It's something I don't know. I'm not, what's the word... literally, it's not a personal recognition of that. I didn't have any experience of that. You know, I may have seen it from afar, but the kind of experience I know, the poor guys in the corner selling the wrong lenses that they just stole. Yeah. You know, that sort of thing.
What else would you put up next to Godfather 2 in your judgment?
Well, then you go back to, you know, see, Godfather 1 and Godfather 2 were split in the middle of the old Hollywood and the new Hollywood. Yeah. The great time of the 70s. 70s was quite a time in America in making films. But you see, that's also some of the reasons why those pictures got made in the 70s. Taxi Driver. The night he won the Academy Award, we were there. Remember, you picked it up for him, and you came back and hit me on the shoulder and said, "This is good for your picture," because Bob was in it.
Right.
And because that particular script, I mean, was a daring script at the time. To us, we were crazy. We thought, hey, this is fine, let's do it, you know. But apparently it was disturbed a lot of people, didn't want to make it. But Michael and Julia Phillips, putting myself together with De Niro, and that night of him winning for Godfather 2, helped the picture get made.
Oh, the performance in, of course, one battle after another is extraordinary. This guy, Paul Thomas Anderson, what about him? Yeah, no, but Paul has such a command of script, and he's got it on the page, you know, so that he could take, this is what I mean, you could take, you know, Benicio comes in and suddenly you want to go another way. It's still, the foundation of it is still there. It's still on the page in a way. And it has enough breathing room for what you wound up doing with Benicio. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those ocean waves.
Those ocean waves.
Fantasy. Fantasy.
You know,